If you need a bike rack to carry your heavy e-bikes, this tire clamp bike rack with a 200-pound capacity and a ramp from Young Electric might be what you need. This rack is going to be basically for anybody who has an electric e-bike. These e-bikes are extremely heavy, and you need a heavy-duty bike rack. If you want a bike rack that's going to help prevent you from scratching up your expensive bike, this is the rack for you. If you need some assistance getting your bike on and off the rack, this is the rack for you. With the ramp, you can just roll the bike up on it. I tested this bike on the highway. I tested it going through town, off-road, on some gravel road, and I didn't have a problem with the rack. Putting it together is pretty simple. The rack itself weighs 90 pounds. It is heavy duty. It's going to hold 200 pounds of e-bikes. I've got 2 e-bikes that I've tried out on it. One's 80, the other 60. So I've had 140 pounds on it. It has a lock pin you can pull to tilt it up, but you got to be cautious because once you tilt it up, there's nothing to stop it, so it'll drop until it hits something, and that something might be your car. But I don't really see a lot of reason for tilting it up. I mean, if the bikes aren't on it, you can tilt it up to get it out of the way some, but I've never had an issue with it being in the way. I can parallel park with it on there just fine. You fold these handles up and they close down around your tires. It's a really good setup. I bought a 1-up bike rack for regular bikes, and it's the same type of setup. This one is actually a little easier to adjust, so if you happen to have fenders or a bike rack on your bike, you can adjust these. And with this bike rack, you just turn this and you don't need any tools. So you can turn this, pull the bolt out, adjust this to whatever hole you need it on, and then put it back. And I was able to do it really quickly. It's actually a lot easier than the 1-up bike rack that requires tools. Pretty cut and dry. There's not, it's a bike rack. Once you get it installed, getting the bikes on and off is super easy. You saw me pull the bikes off the rack. That was real time. That's how quick it was, even without help. I will reverse that and throw the bikes back up on it again here shortly. It comes with a lockable hitch pin, and I really like the lock. Again, the lock on this one is better than the one on my expensive 1-up rack. Not only does it work better, but the key mechanism is facing outward, so it's easy to get to. I've tried some racks that don't have the ramp. I'm a stout fella, so I can lift a 100-pound e-bike up, but it's not necessarily easy, and it's certainly not ideal. With this bike rack, it has the ramp that attaches to it, and it makes it super simple to roll the bikes on and off. And probably anybody able to ride one of these bikes would be able to roll their bike on and off once you have the rack set up and on there. To load your e-bike up, you open the rack, throw down your ramp, and then close the rack back down over your tires. If by chance you have fenders like I have, I suggest strapping your tire down. You want the rack, the little red hook, to go over your tires. And if it doesn't, because you have a rack or you have fenders, you're going to want to strap that tire down. The bike rack has a 200-pound capacity on normal cars. It is RV approved. I don't know anything about bike racks and RVs, but apparently there is a difference on an RV. With an RV, it's rated for 160 pounds. But that will put 2 80-pound bikes on the rack, even on an RV. And all of the bikes that I've tried have been 80 pounds or less. So for most bikes, this should work. This rack locks onto the wheels and doesn't touch the frame at all. It is quite simple to use and easy to pull the bikes on and off of. This is very similar to my one-up bike rack that I have for regular bikes, except for it's heavy duty, made for electric bikes with 4-inch tires and 100-pound weight capacity. This is quality content.
Like and subscribe.
Bane is the most awesome dude ever.